Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with Zero D. How you doing? Now, look, I've been minding my own business, at least trying to. Now, I was around there minding my own business, and this just fell in my lap all of a sudden. Well, I know this is gonna be some piping hot tea, right? Are you ready? Are you ready? Now, I've been hearing about Swizz and old Alicia Keys. You remember I told y'all when she stole that lady husband that Ursula stole her whole throat. Well, the rumors are spreading and they getting hot allegedly. She is tired of Swizz making the babies on her. So this time it's gonna be the end that you are friends. So that's the word on the street. Now, I was minding my own business. It came to me, and that's all I know. Now, the next story is about Miss TAMAR BRAXTON. Ooh, what a tangle where we do weave. Now, we've gone from David who talking about my Mongo to just sugar the shit. Well, then again, we can't say Invincible Sugar, right? So let's just say from shit to shittier, okay? Because we got JR in the mix, child, and we know that was some shit, right? And David also was some shit. So, Paul Tamar. And now we have Mendices in the mix. Now, we all know last week what the Funky said. Funky said, all I know, I don't know what happened to that lady. I don't know what happened to that lady. All I know is that lady called me and told me that her teeth done fell out her head and she fell. And that's all I know. I don't know what happened to that lady. I was partying with that lady on my birthday. And that's all I know. I was partying with her, dropped her ass off at home. He sound like that Blackstreet commercial, that Blackstreet song, right? I bossed up on her love right time. I took her to the gym, dropped her ass off. I sounded afraid and I got the hell out. That's on the No Diggity album, but you know what I'm saying. He sounded afraid and he got the hell out. So anyway, so the word on the street is that she didn't know what happened to her. She woke up in a pool of blood and with 4 teeth missing. Now, Tamar does have health issues. Let's do some deductive reasoning, okay? So she has some health issues, just some. I mean, she's fairly young and in shape. So when she was on Dancing with the Stars, I did want her to redeem herself on Dancing with the Stars, though, because I really do believe that she could have won. So I think she shouldn't get a second chance to do Dancing with the Stars. Or like a Dancing with the All Stars or something like that where you can redemption. All the stars on Dancing with the Stars that should have won and then really get the opportunity to finish. That's what I think, because she was doing well on there. But yeah. So she ended up with blood clots then, right? So then she started having a mental health issue. So she tried to take herself out. I mean, off the earth permanently, the way you do when you do it permanently. Hospitalized for that. She comes back around. She does Queen's Court, and she's dealing with JR right for a couple of years. And we don't know if that was an official marriage or were they just calling each other husband and wife. But anyway, he ate somebody's ass. Allegedly, while they were together. I know I was gonna try not to say anything about that, but it is what it is. So Tamar has been burning up our news circus for what, ever since her and Vince divorced. Now, Tamar did a lot of things in that marriage that made us believe that she was very domineering, right? Like when she was on the show, she to me, kind of, in a way, agitated her sisters. So we all know that she will do that. And then she stays agitating K Michelle, and then K Michelle has her beef with Rashida, but that's another story altogether. And K Michelle is supposed to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and already she's in mess as well. So, do I believe that Kay is just as messy as Tamar? Not so much. I always side with Kay in these matters, but it is kind of strange that these two women always end up in beef. But that's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about Tamar and her teeth. The thing about it is, well, not just her teeth, because she probably is gonna get excellent service from Dr. Heavenly herself. But let's just be real. She takes drama with her, right? It's kind of ironic, seeing as how that, Krishan knocked James' teeth out his head. Now her teeth falling out her head, and woke up in a pool of blood, and she said she almost died. So like I said, let's use deductive reasoning. So do I believe that she may have had a seizure, passed out, and busted her mouth open? Possibly. My sister had seizures, and she has a couple of chipped teeth herself. So possible, right? And then she grinds her teeth when she has those seizures. So, that all can come into play. When I say health issues, she may have, as the Negroes say, she may have a little touch of diabetes. We never say the whole diabetes, do we? It's always a little touch. But from my understanding, from my doctor, it ain't ever a little touch of diabetes. If you have it or you don't. But you know how we Negroes do, right? We'll call something a little touch of something, and it be the real thing, like with asthma. But say my baby got a little touch of asthma, my baby has asthma. Okay, it's no little touch. And with high blood pressure, you got a little touch of high blood pressure, right? So she may have sugar, because I have neuropathy myself. So that can cause you to pass out because of the lack of oxygen being circulated to the brain. So, I mean, it's a lot of things that come along with perimenopause, because she could be going through perimenopause, and she ain't no spring chicken, even though, because she's the baby of the family, she pretty much acts as if she is. So, how old is she? 46, 47? So, it could be perimenopause. But when I tell you going through perimenopause can bring on things that were not discussed when we were growing up, things such as the seizures, the anxiety, all those things can be associated with perimenopause. And now, thankfully, they are putting out the research, because all I thought was high flashes. No, but those high flashes can cause anxiety, can cause heart palpitations. All those things can be associated. And then heart palpitations can cause your heart to have a brief stop. And that electric energy that's supposed to be coursing through your veins can cause you to briefly pass out as well. And that's what happens to my daughter. She has what they call an electrical interruption of her heartbeat. So it's a lot of different things that could have caused this. I don't think, come on, y'all. I mean, just because Flunky was the last person with her doesn't mean he knows what happened to her, okay? I don't think he did anything to her. He sound a little callous when he said, I don't know what happened to that lady. I just dropped her ass off, and next thing I know, she come calling me, asking me who Dr. Heavenly phone number. A lot of people ask me what Dr. Heavenly phone number is, right? I said, that's a girl. You better call Dr. Heavenly and get them teeth plates back in your head like I did when I had them side teeth missing, girl. He didn't say that. I'm saying that. But what I'm saying is, I don't think he had anything to do with it. I think it was a lot of a combination of things. And then we can also incorporate the drugs and drinking. Those are all possibilities. And I remember everything that I'm saying is alleged and in my very own opinion. However, now here's the deal. Also, where I say Mendices comes into the mix and messing with married men comes into the mix. Allegedly, she is messing with Mendices. Well, you know, anything could come along with messing with Mendices' ass. He is treacherous, okay? He's one of those New York ninjas. He up in there, in my opinion, with the Jay-Z's, the Herb Goddess, Rest His Soul, the Diddy's, them New York street ninjas. And we do know that he went to prison for this, but to mess around with Tamar and Yanni's circle of friends, you know what I'm saying? You know how they say that Atlanta girlies do it. You know, you have your little circle here, you have your little circle there, and you have your little clique here, and you have your little clique there. And one may be a friend of one of the friends in that clique over there, because Candy is friends with Rashida, right? And Rashida is into it with Yanni. So there you have it right there. So Tamar is not friends with Candy, but she may be cool with Rashida. You see how that works out? And being that she's friends with Rashida, Candy may be cool with Yanni. They are all like, they get into those little cliques, and then one of them maybe get into it with the other one in that other clique on that side. So I'm not as sure what circle Tamar clicks into, because most of them she's gotten into it with. The ones that I know of, the cliques, she's gotten into it with all of them. Whereas she's on the outside looking in with them, and that's probably one of the reasons why she hangs with the gays. That's another one of her problems. She thinks that she's the ultimate ag hag, right? And like I said, she mostly into it with all the girls. The girls in those hush posh Atlanta circles. See, my understanding, she doesn't get along with Candy, and Candy's supposed to be the ringtail leader of all of them, right? She's supposed to be, according to them, the real glue that Shamia said she was on the Atlanta Housewives. Now, Shamia may have been the glue on the Atlanta Housewives, but Candy is a lot of the glue, the sticky, icky, in those Atlanta circles, right? Because she's friends with everybody in those circles, from my understanding, except for Tamar. So, being that she may be cool with Yandy, and Rashida may be cool with Tamar, it may be some push and pull there. It may have been a situation where all along Rashida has known about Mendices and Tamar. I mean, it's a lot of different, because I mean, that's the only person that I know of that Tamar hasn't gotten into it with. But Rashida got her own problems going on, child. We're going to talk about that too. So it may have been a situation where Rashida said, hey, girl, you know Mendices over there, he talk anything, right? So I don't like getting anyway, girl, go for it. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's some old spiteful shit. Because, you know, Shaved Throat Kurt, he, you know, he out there doing his dirt. Speaking of dirt. So the word on the street is that we do have allegedly a self-defense case involving Mr. T. Hood. My understanding is that Mr. T. Hood did indeed have a weapon. If he had a weapon, and if the Georgia law, hey, are you ready? Yeah, DVD. No, Georgia, a little bit of Georgia law. Georgia law states that if you are in danger, or if you feel that your life is in danger, you can stand your ground. Yes, that is a stand your ground state. In some states, it's very stupid, because that gives you leeway to a nut case. However, in this case, I do believe that the nut case was T. Hood. I told y'all that I believe also that Kai was going to get some jail time, Rashida and Kirk's son. You see how the segue happened from Yandy, Mendices, and Rashida to Mr. Kai. Rashida's son. Whereas I did think that he was gonna get some time. I'm not sure about that now. I'm not sure if he's gonna get time now or not because, like I said, with the positioning of the weapon and the fact that he, even though he did allegedly pop him in the back, there was a confrontation that is on paper that happened between he and Kai, and we do know that he was committing domestic violence against Kelsey allegedly. So it's a lot of layups here, but I do believe I think he's gonna get off. If he doesn't get off, he probably get a little probation here and there. Be careful what you wish for from now on, and be careful about these guys you're dating out here in these streets. Everybody want street ninja, right? But street ninjas, I hadn't ever seen a street ninja that treated his woman like a lady. The only one I seen that didn't treat his woman bad was Jay-Z, and that's because Beyonce gives Jay-Z power. It's sort of like on a lower scale the dynamic between Melody and Martell. Even though he was a big star rapper, he's in the rap game. Beyonce is everywhere. Beyonce is global. He is not. She put sugar on his shit, if you know what I'm saying. So she's in the power dominant role at this point. And so Jay-Z knows that. So he don't want to do anything to mess that up because they appear to be a power couple. And her power dominance makes him look good. You see what I'm saying? If he was to ever leave Beyonce, I don't think he won't be broke. No. But that power dynamic is definitely going to shift. You probably wouldn't even sneeze. Probably wouldn't even hear Jay-Z's name. Unless it's in regards to Beyonce. Said all that to say that be careful what you wish for when you dealing with a street ninja. Because all of them ain't Jay-Z. Some of them are a mixture of Jay-Z and Diddy and T Hood himself. I believe that he exploited that young lady. I believe that he got in her head. I believe that she was brainwashed. Because what is she not to get onto the internet or call and be recorded? Call T Hood's mama and say, I don't care if it is my brother. Leaving out all the details about her possibly being abused that day. Foolishness. Well, we could say I take that back because again, I believe she was under his spell, and I do believe she was experiencing Stockholm syndrome. Because, like I said, that's a lot of what happens when a woman is being abused. Now, again, I don't think Ty is going to serve any maximum type sentence. I don't think they're going to try to get him for second degree. I don't even think they're going to try to get him for manslaughter. I think that it's gonna be a self-defense thing, and they may get him for T Hood turning his back. So they may give him maybe 6 months to a year for that in jail, if that. So I continue to wish great things on Kai. Hopefully he will just learn to protect himself and keep that up. But I hope this be the last stain on his name in regards to Kelsey, and I hope Kelsey gets the help that she needs. But as far as latest reports go with T Hood and his unalivement, we do believe that he had a weapon. And with that, guys, come on in. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. Comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think that Ty should get off completely with no charges against him, not even manslaughter? Let me know. Do you really believe that Mendices could be messing around with Tamartian? Do you believe that it's possible that Funky doesn't even have something to do with this? I don't think he did, but I mean, hey, we all different people. I welcome all opinions on this channel. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. And don't forget to share the video. Why? Because sharing is indeed caring.